Hello and welcome to my Templar PvP build. I'm going to show you what sets I run currently on my Templar and yeah, just look right into the character screen. I'm Breton, I have 64 points in Magicka. I'm running the Apprentice Mondas, Bewitched Sugar Skulls as my buff food, and I'm stage 3 Vampire for the Undeath passive. Um, Consumables I have is I used tripods, or when I have them, Essence of Magicka, which is the Magicka stamina and minor heroism to just get faster ult up. The poison on our backbar is the escapist poison. When it procs on the target gets immobilized and you get 4.4 seconds of CC immunity, which is nice while kiting, saves a shit ton of stamina. You probably wonder why I use a tri-stat buff food and not the usual Ozorga one. Is because I want to get my maximum Magicka as high as possible for one of my sets to work. One set scales off my max Magicka. So when we are using the Bewitched Sugar Skulls, we don't have any region on this. To get region, we have one time Magma Incarnate in medium and impen with the prismatic enchant, which gives Magicka and stamina recovery as a one piece. And on backbar we are using Wretched Vitality. You get again some more region on that one, and when you're in combat and you apply one major buff or a minor buff, you get even more recovery. We proc both of the buffs with one skill, which is Race Against Time, because we get Major Expedition and Minor Force. So this is our sustain here. Reason why I want to push our Magicka really high is because we are using Almanaxi's Mercy. The heal of that sketch scales off your highest resource pool. And since we are more like a wild Templar and we have some Magicka skills, I try to push Magicka high. Also, Breton gets Magicka maximum Magicka bonus. That's why it's easier to get your Magicka higher than your stamina in here. Just quickly back to Red Vitality. We are using Sword and Board, one sturdy, one powered here, and three heavy pieces on the body, which is the chest, the legs, and the boots, all reinforced with the prismatic enchant. Now, Al-Malexi's Mercy, we have 2 times Jewelry and Infused, and 3 times on the body. In impen or prismatic enchant. Almanaxi's Mercy is quite of a set that not many people use because to get the most out of it you have to double bar it, and so it's not really efficient lately on a build. I tell you, this build is not the strongest one, especially not because Templar isn't really good at the moment, but it's fun to play. It got some really nice like paladin vibes, that you have some healing aura around you, which is Almanaxi's Mercy. Because when you take damage, you heal for 3 seconds. I think the tooltip, when we buff up completely, it gets to like 5.5k over 3 seconds. And this is also AoE around you. And the effect can occur every 3 seconds. So it's up all the time. When you take damage, it's up. And it's nice to have in group. It takes some AoE healing for you and your group. It's just nice to have. It's usually, when I check combat metrics, it was top 2 or top 3 of my healing done. So it's really strong. If you build for it, right? You have to push your resource high to make it valuable. And speaking of resources, the mythic we are using here is Death Dealer's Feet. We get Magicka, we get health, we get stamina. And front bar we are using the Master's Dual Wield. Here I have 2 times swords because I don't have the maces. If you have the maces, those are better, give more damage. I have 2 times sharpened here because I have the swords. For maces you want to go 1 learn, 1 mace. 1 sharpened here for the maces. Yeah, that's kind of about the build. On enchants I'm using 3 times, obviously the weapon spell damage enchant with the additional stamina recovery. Our skills, front bar, I'm using biting jabs. This is the AoE spammable, also giving us major sorcery, so we don't have to use potions or a dedicated skill to only get this buff. Here it's already built in. Radiant Glory, just the holy beam of Templar, the only thing that's actually strong on Templar, everything else kinda shit. So you have 2 mobs, you have the Radiant Oppression and Radiant Glory. I picked Glory because you get some healing for the damage you inflict. Radiant Oppression has a higher damage modifier. Here Glory is up to 480 more damage. Radiant Oppression is 500, so difference is 20%. Not huge in my opinion, so I picked Glory instead. Binding Javelin, Stamina Morph, because it doesn't push back our target, it just stuns them on the ground, so we don't shoot our target outside of our jab range. Rending Slashes, really strong dot, especially in combination with Master's Dual Wield. And even the initial damage already does good amount of damage. So Rending Slashes is a nice pressure skill. Living Dog, some healing over time when we get damage. Also we apply a snare, and when we use it, thanks to our passive, which is this one here, we also get minor sorcery, increasing our spell damage even further. Offensive ult here is Crash and Sweep on the front bar. You can also use Solar Prison when you play in group with someone and they can use the synergy. Also, after Harmony is nerfed, the synergy of this one still deals really good damage. At the moment I have Solar Prison on back bar, but you can swap it around, maybe go for a defensive ult, whatever you prefer. Those options are there. You can also use Dawnbreaker here for the stun when you nuke, up to you how you like it. Back bar, I have Honored the Dead for the burst heal, also to heal our allies. Race Against Time, as I said, gonna proc our Wretched Vitality. Also we get snare removal, some speed, minor force for more crit damage. Extended Ritual, the Purge of Templar, also places some huge AoE around you on the ground, which heals every 2 seconds, and your allies can use the Purify synergy, which removes all negative effects of them and heals for a small value. Resolving Vigor, healing over time, and you get minor resolve, and restoring focus here for the major resolve. And I picked the Stamina Morph because our spammable is stamina, and if we actually have to spam it a lot, we drain a lot of stamina, and this one here helps with my stamina management. Solar Prison here because I was using 2 offensive ults, but you can also go with Spell Wall on the back bar and then pick your offensive ult of choice on the front bar. Champion points. Blue ones, I have Ironclad for more tankiness, Focused Mending to just boost our healing, Deadly Aim will buff our dot and beam damage, Mastered Arms will buff our jabs, our crescent, and light attacks and stuff, everything that is direct damage. So it's balanced between all of our skills here. Red ones, Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering, Relentlessness, and Celerity. Well, that's about the build. I really like playing it. It's, as I said, not the strongest build, but it got some really nice Templar vibes and just nice to play overall. So enjoy the build and see you in the next video.